Hey guys, Eric, and welcome back to another video at SideQuest Comics. Today's video is kind of gonna be a short but sweet video after the last video that had the mega haul from my Kenosha comic show. And I thought maybe I'll make the next one a little bit shorter, give you guys a little bit of break, kind of cleanse the palate, so to say. And what I thought I would do, it's been a little while since I've done this, is I will do a dollar diving. Now, dollar diving, what it is I have a huge long box, as you can see right here, that when I go to shows or my local stores have sales, I get these dollar bin dives where I just go kind of nutso and I get a bunch of them and I come home and what I do is I stick them in here as kind of an in-between of me bagging and boarding them, entering them into my my CLZ app to keep track of what I got. And if I'm not doing the 10 for 10 challenge, this is kind of where they end up for the time being. And this was something I thought would be fun to do, where I just go into this and randomly pick out 3 random comics and I sit down with you guys and I talk about, why did I get this dollar comic? Was it the art? Was it the story? Was it the character? Maybe it actually is a run that I'm looking for. Who knows? A lot of times I grab these books, especially in the dollars, because I have just maybe that small interest in it and I can't resist a dollar. So let's go ahead and let me get back here and I will grab 3 books from it. And then what we'll do is we'll go table down and we can get a closer look at them. And we'll talk about why I got them. So let's grab some books here. Let's see. So let's grab this one here. And then, you know what? I'm going to go straight in the back and just grab some. Let's see. Oh, I grabbed too many here. Let's just grab these last 2 ones here. So, all right. So I got 3 random comics from there. Technically 4, but I just threw one back because they were stuck together a little bit. But I got 3 comics here that they're all Marvel. So let's go ahead and we'll go down and we'll talk about a little bit about these. All right, guys, $3 comics to go over real quick from the dollar long box. And let's kick it off with this one right here. This is the Invincible Iron Man from volume 1, and it's 126. Now this one, let's see, when did this one come out? This one came out in 1979. And I picked this one up. Very cool artwork in there. I picked this one up because of 2 reasons. Now, the cover is paying homage to an early Iron Man cover. I don't know if it was Iron Man or if it was one of those Marvel, whatever comics that he appeared in where he's putting on his suit. So this is paying homage to that. I don't remember if it's his all gold suit or if it's his all iron suit, but it's an older issue. I'll have to look it up and I'll put it down below here, guys. So it's kind of a cool iconic imagery of Iron Man. And the other reason is that this cover and the interiors were done by John Romita Jr. Now, this was 1979, so it's early Romita Jr., who I, really got attached to, because when I first started reading comics and collecting comics in the mid 80s, he was kind of a bigger name in Marvel at that time. And of course, because of his dad too. And he was doing X-Men, which was what I started with. Now, yeah, unfortunately, you can see it's got a little tear right there, but you know what? I can still read it. It's in pretty good shape otherwise. And you know what? I'm not a huge Iron Man fan. I do enjoy reading them from time to time. Like, I'm familiar with Iron Man from his run when he was at West Coast Avengers. But I'm not the biggest Avengers fan, the biggest Iron Man fan. I do like some of the Avengers, and him, if it's a cool cover, an iconic cover, I'm going to be gravitated towards it just because it's cool. So, yeah, that's kind of why I picked this one up. It's good for the collection. I can read it. Yeah, this bothers me, but you know what? It was $1. It was in a dollar bin. So, I can read it and still enjoy it. And that's fine with me. So yeah, that was reason why I picked up Iron Man 126. Now, keeping it moving along, I went straight to the back of the box and I grabbed this one. Now, this one, X-Men Black Mystique, is actually, this is a one shot that came out. Oh, this came out, let's see, 2018 is what I think it is, 2019. It's about the time that the X-Men had, it was X-Men Gold, X-Men Red, and X-Men Blue at that time. And these were the black one shots were focused on some of the villains, famous villains of the X-Men, like, Magneto, Mojo, and actually this one that when I pulled him out, it got stuck to it, was Juggernaut. Now, this is actually a B cover that I think is pretty cool. I like the layout with the police lineup and Mystique's holding her little serial number there. And this cover, actually, it's done by, this is Salvador LaRocca did these. He did a whole series of these for all the one shots where, they're in the police lineup holding their little serial number. I thought that was kind of cool. I do have the Magneto one where he's actually, I think, holding up his serial number with his magnetic power, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I have all those B covers. I think there's about 3 different variations of these covers, and I have either the A's, these ones, the B's, or maybe some of them I have all 3 of them. But very cool cover to have. This is kind of classic Mystique, with the skull belt and the little skull there. She's looking pretty evil and pissed there. I don't think I'd want to mess with her. But very cool cover, that I found in the dollar bin. When I was first getting back into collecting comics, this was the series for X-Men that I was getting, was the X-Men Gold, Blue, and Red. And then I discovered these ones with all the one-shots. So these ones I've been, painstakingly tracking down, but I've got them all now. And like I said, find them in the dollar bin. I'm going to grab them. Now, this last one that I pulled out, this was the very last book in the back of the long box, and this is DP7, but it's a New Universe book. This one holds a special place in my heart because this one, it came out at a time when I was first starting to collect. Now, this came out in 1986, and like I said, this is number 1, and this is actually the first appearance of DP7. Now, the New Universe was Jim Shooter's brainchild. Most of the titles in the New Universe only ran, for a short time, but I think on average they were about 2 to 3 years is what they ran. Like this one, DP7 ran up to, I think, issue 32. And I mean, they had other titles like Justice, Nightmask, Cyforce, Starbrand, which I featured before on a Dollar Dive-In. But yeah, this one I really liked because, I mean, at that time, they were creating a new universe. They were basically starting from scratch with new superheroes, the iconic superheroes that we grew up knowing, like Spider-Man and blah, blah, blah. They don't exist. They don't exist in this world at all. They don't even mention them. I don't think. I don't know. I'd have to go back. There might be like a weird multi-universe crossover or something, but so I can't be, I can't be certain and say that. But I liked it because as a kid, this was a cool way to start reading comics. You're starting from scratch, ground zero, learning about these characters, and some of them, were around for a while. You got to see them change and grow, and I don't recall if any of them went like evil, but you got to see them change. Some of them, I don't know if any of them even died, but yeah, you got to see them get run through the ringer of a world that superheroes are a new thing. So, and of course, super villains. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, and sadly, I see the New Universe runs always in the dollar bins, but as a reader, that's great. If you want to collect them, read them. I mean, like the Starbrand one, I got the whole run in the dollar bins. And this one, I have all of them except for like 17 or 18, I think is the only one I'm missing. And I do have multiple copies of like 1 through 5 because my original ones were so well read and kind of beat up that it wouldn't hurt to replace them. So when I see them, I'm gonna pick it up. Try to upgrade. This one's not too bad. I mean, it presents good on the cover. It's not too discolored. I mean, it does have. You look in the back, it has a little bit of foxing around the edges. That kind of that tanning that it does over time, because probably this was just sitting, not bagged or boarded. But I mean, other than that, it looks pretty good. So I'll have to compare it to my original and my other ones. I think I only have maybe 2 other ones for number 1 of this. But yeah, I'm very excited to get another copy of DP7 to compare with my other ones. Like I said, this one is very personal to me because it's when I was first started seriously collecting comics as a kid. And I'll see these and I'll just fondly remember them. So that was the dollar diving, guys, for this video. So let's go ahead and we'll go up and we'll close this one out. Well, there you go, guys. There is a short but sweet video for a dollar diving this week, and 3 Marvel comics that I pulled out of my dollar long box. Now, all of these I can safely say were because of the cover. Now, granted, this one I actually had already, so this was kind of like a guilty pleasure, I guess. I can't resist it. I love this cover. It was at a time when I was just starting to collect, so it's kind of holds a special part, in my heart. And just some cool cover ones here. Let me know, you guys, down below in the comments what you think of these grabs that I pulled out of the dollar bin. And if you could, please give me a follow, a like, subscribe, and share. Actually share. It helps the algorithm and people finding the channel. And as I said, let me know down below, what do you think of the pulls that I did from the dollar bin this week? Were they good pulls? Do you guys have any of these? Have you ever seen them? I always like dollar diving because you never know what you're going to find. And it's just kind of the exciting thing about it, of what am I going to find? And you guys, while you're at it, head over to Instagram, give me a follow there. Check out what I'm posting there and give me a like. I appreciate it there. But that's all I have for you guys for this video of a dollar diving in my long box. And until next time, you guys, when you're out there dollar diving, happy questing, and we'll talk to you next time.